Hello friends, thank you for tuning in today. My name is Brenda Ridgley and I am the Connection Connoisseur. It's my mission to help women connect in a more meaningful and deeper way so that they can become whole through connection. Today, I'm going to be talking about friends and friendship. We're going to discuss key differences between the two and talk about why, as a society in this social era that we're living in, we are in fact more disconnected than ever. I'm going to give you 3 takeaways at the end so that you can implement immediately to close that connection gap. Let's first talk about friends. The word friend is certainly a noun. It is defined as a person whom one knows, with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. Often the term friend is used as a polite form of address of an acquaintance or even a stranger one comes across. And then, of course, friend describes a contact that you may have associated with a social networking website. These are but a few of the definitions of a friend. Most of us would say that we have many, many friends. After all, we have neighbors that we wave to as we pass on the street. We have acquaintances that we recognize and come across regularly at church or other social gatherings. You may acknowledge someone who works from the same coffee shop that you frequent, sharing a familiar hello or nod on a regular basis as a friend. People who you work with, go to school with, members of society who you see at community events, all of these individuals and many more can be considered friends. Then to top it all off, many of us have hundreds, if not thousands, of friends on social media, right? So this new system of socialization places us at the center of our own personally tailored social network, unencumbered by any physical limitations. What we have at our disposal is a convenient and efficient tool for affiliation, and at the same time, an increased opportunity for autonomy. So in short, we can be social and be alone at the same time. Friends are people you interact with on occasion in a generally positive way. However, you are divested from their life and well-being as a general rule. This group of people is very important to your social wellness. They are the people in your different circles of life that see you, know you, and like you. These relationships give you a sense of belonging. I've lived in a town called Firestone, Colorado now for more than 20 years. Considered by most to be somewhat small, for me, one of the benefits of its size is that I know a lot of people and they know me. When you share the same space with people long enough, you become familiar and gain a sense of knowing. With that, we often benefit from the neighborly niceties of a friendly smile or even a hello. It feels really nice to be seen, recognized, and belong to this community and the people who also call it home. Even though these friends may never grow beyond the level of acquaintance, their recognition tells me that I am valued and that I matter. Friends can be a great resource, and just because they are mostly superficial does not mean that we do not need them. We do. If you're enjoying this topic so far, do me a favor and please hit that subscribe button below. I will build on this conversation with a new episode each week. So now let's talk about friendship. In this hyper socially connected world that we live in, it is so easy to add a friend to your roster. You might be asking yourself, why is it that I don't have more meaningful friendships? You may even feel a little depressed about it, since you can plainly see everyone else on your friends list living the life of their dreams on social media, right? They're going to parties, barbecues, concerts, etc., and sharing it all with everybody. The dictionary defines the word friendship as a noun, which is a person, place, or thing. Really? A friendship is a person, place, or thing? The dictionary also specifies friendship as the emotions or conduct of friends, or the state of being friends. Now, I ask you, how is that a noun? I argue that friendship is not a noun, but a verb, which is a word used to describe an action, state, or occurrence. An action. Yes. Friendship requires action. A friend turns into a friendship when two people make a conscious decision to move forward and move out of the friend zone, so to say, and invest more time and energy towards getting to know each other. This could show up as scheduling things like a coffee date or going out to lunch, meeting up for a cocktail, going on a walk, or going hiking together. Friendships require caring enough to involve and invest your time, attention, and enthusiasm. It is a process, it's a journey, and some would even call it an art. I would define friendship as the positive effort two individuals take to build a platonic relationship, establish common interests, and develop caring feelings for each other. So the friendship equation is friendship equals time plus attention plus enthusiasm. The reason we don't have more friendships is simple. We just don't invest the time, the attention, or the enthusiasm. If you can relate to this at all, don't get down on yourself. I mean, it's quite possible you just didn't know. I truly believe that many people do not recognize this gap between friends and friendship. They can't imagine that friendship is lacking when they have hundreds of friends, right? So beyond that, I think the biggest obstacle most people face is that they don't make the time to invest in friendship. Let's face it, we are all busy. We have demanding jobs that take up at least half of our waking hours. Many of us have responsibilities that can easily take up the other half. If you're a parent and still have kids at home, your child's social activities have likely trumped your own. An American time use survey in 2014 found that people ages 20 to 24 spent the most time per day socializing on average than any other group. Well, that makes sense, right? Footloose and fancy free, it's the time of your life when it's all about me. On the other hand, the largest drop-off in friends in most of our lives occurs shortly after we get married. Now, doesn't that seem a little weird? We literally bring all of our friends together, 2 lifetimes worth of friends together to celebrate this moment. And as we celebrate this new couple together with food and wine and dancing, and the event has a photographer and maybe even its own video. This hopefully once in a lifetime bash ends up being a farewell party of sorts for many of these friendships. From here out, the demands of married life are more pressing than our undemanding friendships, and we simply forget to make the effort. Unconsciously, our new lives make us grow apart from friendship. We don't even realize it's happening. Our social lives may never be the same again. And when we do realize that things have changed, will it be too late? Do you have a friendship that you let get away by accident? I'd love to read your comments and insights below. Maybe you could tag one of those friends and start a conversation that gets your friendship back on track. Aristotle figured that there were 3 kinds of friendship. There's a friendship of utility, and this exists between you and someone who is useful to you in some way. Friendships of pleasure, and these exist between you and those whose company you enjoy. And then there are friendships of the good. These are based on mutual respect and admiration. Aristotle's categories are good. However, in an upcoming episode, I will share my friendship target that breaks it down even more. Now that we understand the difference between a friend and friendship, we can put in the required action to close the gap in at least a few select relationships. So, how do we decide who to take to the next level in our lives? Who are we going to look for to complete our tribe circle? What kind of people are my people? To find the answer to these questions, you might think about past friendships you've enjoyed. What made them special? What kind of personalities blend well with yours? What activities would you like to have a partner for? As you're asking these questions and acknowledging your preferences, you are activating your friendship magnet. You have created an invisible antenna that will attract just the friendships that you have been missing in your life with the law of attraction. Now, as you are interacting with a potential friendship, tap into how they make you feel. Do you laugh with them? Do they make you feel joyful, eager, or intrigued? You want people who make you feel good. If they check most of these boxes, they may be a good candidate for your tribe. As promised, here are the 3 takeaways. Action steps to build or rebuild a friendship. Number 1, call a friend you've lost touch with. A phone call is more personal and sends the message that this is important. You'll even surprise them. They'll go, "What? A phone call?" It's way better than a text, an email, or a Facebook message. Call them. Number 2, if there's a friend or acquaintance that you seem to run into regularly when you're out and about, perhaps it's time to invite them for a coffee. It may be more than coincidence that the universe has set them in your path. Why not find out? And 3, make a fun new memory with a friendship. Be sure to include the elements of the friendship equation. Remember, friendship equals time plus attention plus enthusiasm. Positive experiences add to your friendship story and make it grow deeper and stronger. So, there you have it. Thank you for joining me again today. Please hit that subscribe button below so we can continue to connect each week. Share below in the comments how you plan to take action with friendship this week. Until next time, when 3 or more gather, we are tribe.